Hello, my loves. This is Malayla with Love and Light Starseed Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to do a reading for Cancer and their person. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great day. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. Angel Spirits Guides, please show us what is the overall energy between these two. Overall energy between Cancer and their person. 2 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely, soulmate energy. Whether you're in union or wanting reunion, but you're definitely not wanting to miss an opportunity. You're not wanting to let anything pass you by. So I'm just getting you're grabbing the bull by the horns as far as, what you're wanting for your future. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Whoa, flying out. Oh my goodness, the energy's high. Wow. So yeah, you're coming out of your head about a situation with a soulmate. What is your energy, please? What is your energy? Ace of Wands? Five of Wands? Yeah, you're definitely wanting passion in your life. You're definitely wanting a brand new beginning or, a creative outlook. You're not wanting any competition in your life. You don't need to compete with anyone. You only want to compete with yourself and be the best version of you. 222 on the timer. You're not worried about what anyone else is doing. You're staying in your own lane. You're working on your, focusing on your path. You're focusing on your race. You're not looking at what everyone else is doing. What is their energy, please? The Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. Wow. So, they could definitely be working on their finances as well. But I'm just getting that they're being a little emotional at this time. Being in their feelings. Could just be feeling more sensitive at this time. Yeah, I got the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Wow. Energy is high right now. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I'm getting that they're working on, getting to their dharma. They're working out the kinks. How do you see them? 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords, yeah. You see them as being just done, completely done with any backstabbing, betrayal. Anyone who's, being rude or crude or cold. They might have had to put a stop to something as far as communication or even finances. Something at work, but it just seems like somebody is cold and detached. So they're done with it. They're done with that energy. How do they see you? Knight of Coins. This could also be, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. 4 of Coins and the Temperance. They think that you're holding back. They see you as, holding your energy back, you know, keeping your energy safe. You know, needing to possibly have more patience or time in a situation. And this could be around money, finances. This could be at work. You know, you might be feeling that you want to, you know, splurge a little bit as well. You know, with finances, you know, maybe getting new clothes or just wanting to revamp your look. You know, you're wanting to feel good. You're wanting to look good. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? 3 of Cups. 4 of Wands. Wow. So yeah, you could feel that, you know, this person is your twin flame, or you're just, you know, seeing stability with this person. You're wanting stability. You're wanting to go out and celebrate, or, you know, have drinks, or just, you know, go on a date in general. But you're wanting to socialize with this person. And like I said, maybe just go out and have some fun. Collaborate, yeah. How do they feel about you? 5 of Coins and the 7 of Wands. So they feel that, you know, possibly you're being stubborn, or your walls are up, you know, and maybe having some financial difficulty, or just some, your mindset around finances is, you know, feeling in lack, or having a, you know, a negative thought, you know, negative thoughts around money or finances, or your job in general. You know, I'm just getting that, you know, you're not wrong for wanting more in your life. You know, if you're not gaining or moving forward in your life, you know, then you're staying stuck, or you're moving backwards. Right? Moving forward and gaining stability, gaining abundance, gaining more financial, you know, stability is the goal. Whoa, King of Wands just flew out. This could be, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. But yeah, you're wanting more. I'm just getting, you know, if the roles could be reversed as well. So the energies could be swapped. But I'm just getting that someone's feeling sensitive, you know, and it's not a bad thing, you know, if they're in their emotions or in the feelings. It's a beautiful gift from God, being sensitive. You know, when you're an empath, you feel everything. You know, good or bad, you know, you're feeling a lot of energy. You know, so it's good to just grab onto it, take hold of it, take hold of your gifts, and, you know, embrace them. What are your actions in the 3D? 3 of Swords, the King of Coins, and the Empress. Wow. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus again. So I'm just getting, yeah, that you need to wrap yourself with love, wrap yourself with compassion, love yourself, nurture your gifts, and they will expand. Love, you know, when you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life, right? If this is around money or finances, I mean, nurture what you're doing, or do something that you do nurture or love, so that way it grows. You know, come away from any heartache or pain and embrace your gifts, embrace your spirituality. You know, it's our job to, you know, not judge ourselves and our feelings, not to push away, you know, any of these emotions or feelings. It's, you know, our job to embrace them and figure out, you know, where they're coming from if they're not coming from you. But it's time to nurture yourself and nurture your life and your worth. Nurture what you're doing, you know, to make money or to, you know, make a living in a career. What are their actions in the 3D? Knight of Wands, the Moon, Ten of Cups. Yeah, so I'm getting Cancer, Pisces energy. You know, they're just, you know, everything's being illuminated right now. This person is seeing what they need to see at this point. They're seeing, you know, the negative and the positive aspects of life. They know they want to move towards their 10 of Cups. They want happily ever after. They need to make fast forward movement, fast action. You know, they definitely want passion in their life. You know, they want compassion, but, you know, there's a fiery energy here as far as, you know, moving towards their happily ever after. What are your messages towards them? 10 of Wands. King of Wands, yeah. Aries, Leo, Sag again, but I'm just getting, you know, you're starting a new cycle with creativity and passion. You're doing what you want to do. You're doing what lights you up. You're doing, you know, what you love. Whether that's starting something new or just, you know, nurturing what you have right now as far as what's in your life, people, things, you know, career. What are the messages towards you? 8 of Coins. Ace of Coins. Yeah, they definitely see that you want more. They want you to take the opportunities that you want as far as finances or career path. They want to see you do well. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you, you know, be passionate and happy about what you're doing in your life. So they're saying take that step. Take the new opportunity, even if it's a side hustle. What is the outcome, please? 2 of Coins. 3 of Coins. Wow. Let me get one more, please. Death, rebirth. Yeah, exactly. Around money and finances. Yeah, you might need to start something new. You might have to put, you know, say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. But, you know, this could be just a new chapter in your life around finances. You know, wanting to collaborate with like-minded people. People that want to see you do well. People that want to see you succeed. You know, you could have a choice, but this is planning stages. Thinking, contemplating, planning, juggling ideas, juggling options. What is the advice, please? The Sun. 8 of Cups. Yeah, exactly. Walk towards your happiness. Walk towards your fulfillments. Walk towards what nurtures you and makes you feel good. Walk towards your joy, your happiness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to get a Hidden Truth Oracle message for this connection. If any messages want to come out as far as from you or your person. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I feel you even though we are apart. I'm going to get one more for advice. Whoa, let it go. You are being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you. And you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. These are the messages. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.